Well, it helps to have a beloved first film. It also sometimes helps if somebody has a child that really likes said film and they want to impress their kid. That always helps too.
Yes. Yes, Snoop's daughter.
Yeah.
Snoop's daughter is a gigantic Pitch Perfect fan, and so in his words to us, this will actually make me cool to her.
Even though
he's already.
Yeah,
the Green Bay Packers.
None of us are cool to
The
our
Green Bay
own
Packers
children.
were just huge fans of the first movie and contacted us about being able to do any small little cameo, and we decided to put him in the riff-off instead. So. And Robert Roberts was a big fan of the film. Yeah, it's just, we didn't have to try very hard.
What did I learn about myself?
I think existential questions allowed.
What did you learn about me? That's much easier to not answer that question for sure.
I
need a lot of sleep.
No, I made a film with Liz years ago as an actress called Slither, and which I can tell only one person in this room has seen. And by the way, I'm very grateful for that too.
That was the directorial debut of a James Gunn who directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
But what I did know from that, I can honestly say this, was that Liz had and has this thing. And this thing means that she can do everything she does. And it's as simple as that. And I had actually offered her films to direct years ago.
Paul is a big supporter of me.
Huge supporter, terrified of her, but a huge supporter. No, so I mean, she truthfully did exactly what I thought she'd do, which was make a great film.
I went to set every day with a true attitude of gratitude. I really was grateful for the work of the crew and the cast in sort of, making the vision that I had for the movie come true. I mean, even these two, who are my partners in crime, fought me on certain things. Like, I don't know, this outdoor music festival, it's probably gonna rain every day. We probably shouldn't do that. And I was like, I don't know. I really think it's gonna look cool.
but what I should say in our defense is when we actually committed big time and doubled the amount of extras, trebled the amount of extras.
No, luckily they dealt with how many porta potties there was going to be, because that was not on my to-do list for that day.
Yeah, well, I think it was our most valuable role in the film, wasn't it?
Yeah. Paul has long been a porta potty expert.
Yeah.
So it's just a pond.
I'm an Englishman, toilets Englishman.
Yeah, I think just that, and lead by example, I was very, I tried to be really serious about the work, but also leave a lot of room for play. I mean, we are pretending for a living. It should have a sense of playfulness about it.
But also, just to make a filmmaker point, that, and this, I don't want to sound too, however it sounds, but she is pretty rare in the sense that she's incredibly fucking opinionated.
But collaborative.
But the great thing is that she does actually want to enter into the discursive process. She does at the end of the day. It's all about what's good for the movie. And we three agreed 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And at the 5% we have screaming, shouting, flailing rows.
No.
They were just vigorous discussions about, this or that. And it was always a completely valuable, open discussion. And then Liz would win and we'd go back to our trailer and sob quietly. No, but there were moments where, there were a few debates that were...
It's very valid. It was hurricane season. We did pray every day that it didn't rain at the Outdoor Music Festival. But at the end, I just have this optimism every day, like it's gonna work out, because it has to. Because we only have 44 days to make the movie, and we gotta put something in the can.
Yeah, what I would just add to your boss question is, one of the main things that Elizabeth has in all walks of life, and certainly as a director, is she's just a phenomenal natural leader, and that's one of the main things you want out of a director, a singular vision. And I knew that things were going to work very early in the process when we were in the late stages of pre-production, when we were location scouting, and we were with the whole crew, and she was walking our crew through each scene and explaining to them, this is what's happening here, etc. And I just remember vividly this image of this small, blonde-haired young woman leading a crew of about 98% men, many of whom have like grizzled beards and are from like Transpo and third camera operator, all these kind of guys, and they were all just rapt with attention, listening to every word she said. There was no kind of questioning anything. She was the boss. She was the leader. It was very impressive.
Why do you think she's young?
I do want to make.
You're my wife. I have to say it.
I do want to.
Hey. You were doing so well.
And to that, I want to make one crucial point, which was that whilst Liz may have been right 95% of the time, the crucial 5% where she was absolutely wrong, it was that 5% split evenly between Max and I, the safe movie.
Sure.
So
That's it. That was
the
that
point
made
to
the
this.
movie.
Yeah. In terms of moving the dial, it was the 5%.
Congrats.
You know, it was kind of the same as last time, actually. I mean,
I would say it was 10% easier. It was a little easier. I mean, certainly because of the visibility and prominence of the film, there was a certain amount of buy-in. But the music industry, as we constantly marvel at, is a incredibly arcane, complicated industry that oftentimes makes no sense. So you'd be like, we want your song and we're willing to pay you for it. And you're like, yeah, sorry, there's a guy who's like currently living in Estonia and he's not going to sign off because he's got his rights. So there's always elements of that. But on the whole, we end up getting virtually every kind of song we wanted to again.
Yeah, it's all really deliberate. We wanted, I think, music is sort of a universal language, and not everybody knows Miley Cyrus. So we really wanted to feature as many genres and just fun songs, classics, sing-along type songs that we could have in the movie. And I think also, frankly, the film, one of the themes of the film is legacy, and sort of, the girls are joining a long legacy of singing. And just thematically, it makes sense then to put in classics and also to speak to the future with our original song. Man, if we shot a musical number, it's in the movie. Because those were the big days. And in fact, we added a musical number in the tent sequence. That was an improv by Brittany Snow, that song. And we loved it so much that we had to buy it. We had to pay for that moment. We had to go and get it. Easily.
One other fresh one in the DVD.
Yeah,
and
Troublemakers
there's an
performance.
extra song on the DVD that we're not revealing.
Yes.
Yes. Well, first, she's a great singer, so that part of it was easy.
Which not many people know.
Yeah, she's a fantastic singer. She was 17 years old when she joined our cast, and we were looking for the perfect little sister. And her journey as an actress perfectly matched her journey as a person. She came into a situation where all the relationships were established, the group had these amazing bonds of making the first film, and she was the new girl. And I just told her, kept telling her, just lean into that, and the group loved her. I mean, I don't think you can find a person that worked on our movie that just doesn't absolutely adore Haley Steinfeld. She brought the perfect amount of charm and energy to the group, and really served that little sister role perfectly. I'm sure that the girls took her out on adventures that her mother would not approve of. A lot of joy, so much joy.
Actually, we did have a huge amount of fun, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
What are the surprises? The craft service was amazing. I mean, some of the best I've ever had. She baked fresh bread every day and served it with like berry compotes. It was pretty
She did this amazing blackcurrant thing, which they don't get, but
Well, you didn't get blueberries.
Who eats blueberries?
He hates blueberries. What is this? He's so un-American, literally.
I would add to that, on a somewhat serious note, it's a little easy to look at what Pitch Perfect 2 is now, having seen the movie and seen the final product. But I think we were all, while we were shooting the film, we knew that there was a lot of support and love for the brand and the film. But when we were shooting the finale outdoors in a field in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at night in the dead of summer when it was 90 degrees and
at night with mosquitoes everywhere.
when on the nights when we had 3,500 extras turn out for free to see the Barton Bellas perform, it was like a rock concert. I think everyone had chills, and it was, and there were, no exaggeration, there were people that came from as far away as New Zealand, flew across the country, took buses, all to come and be an extra at the outdoor finale of the Bellas. And I think when that happened, it was, I think that was that genuine surprise.
Yeah.
Like, wow. We thought we were going to have like 150 people here. It was,
well,
it was
we were
incredible.
willing to pay for a few people.
But in truth, we pushed hard to get
We
past
did.
there, and we were just surprised how many did actually turn up.
And stayed all night till 5 o'clock in the morning.
That was, I think, with two fascinating things about that week. One, it was absolutely magical. I have to say, in my entire however many years doing it, we talked about it. It was a magical week. It just was. And what was fascinating was all these extras came to be extras in a film, and literally after the first set, it was a rock concert.
It was just a concert.
It was literally a concert. It was incredible to see. It
And
really
their
was.
energy really, I think, sustained the girls, the performers,
absolutely.
because, you know,
I think
this was the
I think they
fifth
were
night.
surprised.
Yeah. Oh, they were thrilled, and it was the fifth night. They've been doing it nonstop. They were sweaty, they were tired, and then they got out there in front of 3,000 people, and they just felt the love, and just, you know, really brought their all.
Yeah, the other joy I would add, if that was the word used, was when the Green Bay Packers showed up the evening before the riff-off started. We never met them face to face. They are professional football players who just come from their off-season training camp, and we were confident that they were taking it seriously and they really wanted to do it, but we had no idea whether they were going to be any good. None. And it was kind of like, well, they're going to be in the movie, so let's see how this goes. And it turns out, I mean, if you've seen them in the film, like, that was really them. We're not faking that. They were incredible. And that was a very joy, personally for me, who had a fair amount,
The male crew really loved that. I mean, every crew
I think the
member.
female crew probably loved that.
Oh, we loved it. But that was a given. I mean,
But a tall man with bulging muscles and a ponytail seems to really appeal to the
he
ladies.
looks like a Viking god.
Or what did that film was called? They call him the henchman from Die Hard.
Yeah. The people in Europe who don't know who they are. I don't know, and then they had a group that was like the henchman from Die Hard. All right, sure. Well, he and I had a really great, I love him, by the way. I've met him before and really wanted him. I thought he would just be so right for that role. And we have a music producer in real life, Harvey Mason Jr., that I think Keegan, we didn't really mean this, but Keegan sort of is modeled on Harvey Mason Jr., who produces our soundtrack. And the thing about him was, we'd had a great phone conversation about what he was going to do. And then really what happened was, on the day that he showed up, the guy who played Dax, that became like a real relationship. It wasn't really, I mean, there was sort of a reference to it in the script, you know, but that kid was, I don't think he had any lines even. Maybe he had like one line maybe in the script. And then the two of them kind of were hanging out, you know? I think because they were like, oh my God, Snoop's here. Freaking out. And that guy, Sean Peterson, he was just an incredible Dax. And I think that that really helped, you know, it just fed the whole relationship. And then Max actually gave a great note about just being exasperated all the time. And Keegan, you know, to your point, can go very big with exasperation. We just said, no, it's like, you know, I just told him, you know, it's like, you've been on the set, like, she's like some little girl, you don't even know her name, you don't really care about her. She's like, please look over here. And once I said he didn't know her name, that whole bit about, what's your name? Reggie? And it was sort of, I think, in finding Reggie that he found the whole character. The fat Amy stuff. Did you write it? Is it ready to go? You know, we don't know what the future holds. We're really focused on putting out Pitch Perfect 2, and I think that what we found for this film was that it was really important to all of us to find a story that felt very organic and authentic to this group of women, and to the world that we created in the first film, really build on that story and the relationships that we established in that movie. And so we want to put this movie out and let fans embrace it, and then see what the future holds. And our goal will have those intentions in mind, to be authentic and organic.